Bhagat Valji Velji was one of the most dedicated persons in Mekhandi, Porebandar, having 4 sons, Nanji, Premji, Jivraj, and Ali. The elder son, Nanji, had a son Hussain and a daughter Jetbai with his first wife. He had 3 daughters, Manbai, Nurbai and Hirabai, and a son Alibhai with his second wife. Alibhai, the son of Nanji, was born in Mekhandi on Sunday, 10th June 1893. His father Nanji Valji owned a small fertile land at the end of the village. He was a devoted person and very knowledgeable of jinns. Therefore, his son Alibhai acquired his formal religious education at home. Jivraj, the younger brother of Nanji, lived in Porebandar. He suggested his elder brother to export onion and garlic in Bombay and Karachi in order to maximize the profits. Accordingly, Nanji consolidated funds arising from his fertile land and obtained a loan from local merchants. He purchased a large quantity of onion and garlic and shipped it to Karachi for sale. Unfortunately, the ship had an accident due to fierce sea storms, ruining his entire enterprise. Out of frustration, he sold out his garden to pay his debt. Soon afterwards, he came to live in Madhupur with his family in 1897 and started a small shop of grams to ensure his livelihood. Time is a great healer, and with the passage of years, the wound of his big loss had cured. Equipped with abundant stamina and vitality, he worked and made progress. He then proceeded to Porebandar with his family. His son Alibhai took his formal education in Porebandar. He passed the 7th class of Gujarati and got admitted in the middle, where he learnt English up to 4th class. He also learned to master Urdu and Arabic. His father was his religious tutor, but he deepened his knowledge by chatting with the elders of Junagadh. He enhanced his erudition in Islamic history and philosophy from reading books. In the meantime, he married in 1910 to Rahmat Banu, the daughter of Ismail Jamal, in Porebandar. Unfortunately, Nanji died on the same day in the evening. At about 5 p.m. Nanji is said to have summoned the Mukhi and Kamadia few hours before his death and said, "I will leave the world in the evening. Don't mourn. Perform the marriage of my son without any delay." Hence, the marriage of Alibhai Nanji was solemnized simply on the same day after prayers. When the Imam visited Kutchh on 20th February 1910, Varas Moledina Meghji, 1854 to 1926, implored for 3 expert teachers for the schools of Sinugra, Badalpur and Nagalpur, Kutchh. The Imam ordered Varas Qasim to make its arrangements. Meanwhile, Varas Habib, the son of Varas Qasim, visited Porebandar, where Maji Ramji, who lived across from Alibhai Nanji, hosted him. By talking with Alibhai Nanji, he thought this man was an ideal teacher for Kutchh. He approached his mother Kasarbai, who agreed to let her son go. Thus, Varas Habib deputed Alibhai Nanji, Hashim Jamal and Hirji Haji towards Kutchh to convert them into secular and religious teachers. Varas Moledina Meghji posted Alibhai Nanji in Sinugra, Hashim Jamal in Nagalpur and Hirji Haji at Badalpur. Alibhai Nanji reached Sinugra, about 2 miles from Nagalpur, where 400 Ismaili families resided. He did not find a single chair for the teacher or benches for the students in the old school, which was built by Rajab Ali Jagashi of Bombay. The students used wooden slates, on which they spread dust and wrote with inkless wooden pens. Alibhai Nanji possessed a rare ability to focus his mind steadily on the distant horizon and at the same time concentrated his whole effort on what was practically possible. He was very perseverant. He did not care about the poor condition of the school and continued his teaching. Meanwhile, his students demonstrated an excellent performance during the annual Majlis in Nigar, Kutchh in 1912. It deeply struck the audience, notably some Ismaili wool traders, such as Bandli Nathu Dhiraniwala, Dhanji Bandli, Manji Bandli, Qasim Bandli, etc., who offered donations for the school. The premises of the Jamaat Khana consisted of a big room in the compound, was renovated and equipped with furniture, where he started the school. Later on, Rajab Ali Jagashi donated 5,000 rupees, Meanwhile, other generous persons share the cost of the erection of a new building for a school. He managed to spot a plot near Jamaat Khana on the main road, where a school was going to be built. With untiring efforts, he brought the school from primary level to secondary level. Varaz Moledina awarded him the Certificate of Appreciation for his invaluable services in the domain of education. After being settled in Sinugra, he called his wife and his mother. He devoted most of his time at the school. Varaz Moledina promoted him as the headmaster and the supervisor of all the Ismaili schools running in Kutchh. In 1918, influenza broke out in Kutchh, resulting in the demise of his wife and of an infant son, Meetha. His sister Nurbai and her husband Karakanji wrote him several letters, insisting upon him to come to Veraval. Soon after his arrival, he delivered some impressive ways in the Jamaat Khana and conquered the hearts of the Jamaat. His sister arranged his marriage in 1919 with Fatima, the daughter of Musa Kamal. Meanwhile, he received a telegram from Sinugra on the third day of his marriage that his other son, Bachu, passed away. He returned to Sinugra with his wife and resumed his usual service. The Ismailis in Kutchh were the victims of old customs and did not permit the education of females. For many centuries, the Ismailis bred in the shadow of illiteracy. He concentrated his attention on the healthy growth of the community through the channel of education. Alibhai Nanji first gained the confidence of the Jamaat and then laid great stress on the education of girls. The welfare of future generations and the healthy progress of the community, he pointed out, depended upon the education of women and mothers. He also propagated that no community could rise to the height of glory unless women were side by side to men. In conclusion, he succeeded as a realist and a true social worker. In 1920, the Imam visited Kutchh, where no missionary was present in the Pendole. Alibhai Nanji was asked to give a vase. He delivered a touching vase before a massive congregation of people, and a moment had scarcely elapsed when Imam's arrival took place, thus he curtailed his vase. The Imam entered the Pendole, sat on the chair, and asked Varaz Moledina, who was performing vase, "Tell him to continue it." Thus, Alibhai picked up the thread of his vase and impressed the audience. The Imam told to Varaz Moledina to bring Alibhai Nanji to Bombay for leisure purposes. Henceforward, a new chapter in his life was added. When he came to Bombay with Varaz Moledina, the Imam told him to join the Recreation Club Institute as a regular missionary in 1920. He accepted the offer and took necessary training from the chief missionary Hussaini Pir Muhammad, 1878 to 1951, for a period of 6 months. The Ismaili mission of conversion was brisk in those days around Hyderabad, Sindh among the depressed class. The new converts needed proper religious understandings. Mukhi Itmdi Ghulam Hussain Varu, the president of the Supreme Council for Karachi, 1929 to 1937, wrote a letter to the Recreation Club Institute in 1922 to provide an expert missionary. Alibhai Nanji was commissioned to this task in Sindh. With the help of Varaz Karim Qasim, 1878 to 1958, he lived 6 months with the new converts in Hyderabad and gave them the necessary understanding on Ismailism. In 1923, the Imam also sent him in Pune for the same purpose. Alibhai Nanji sailed for East Africa with missionary Syed Munir, 1882 to 1957, on September 1925 and delivered ways in Zanzibar, Uganda and Kenya under the guidance of the Supreme Council for Africa. In 1926, the Imam visited East Africa for 43 days and Alibhai Nanji, who was yet in East Africa, was included in the Imam's staff. Meanwhile, he learned from Pir Sabjali, 1884 to 1938, the sudden death of Varaz Moledina Meghji on 7 February 1926. In summary, Alibhai Nanji was the head of the Deedar and Mehmani programs, as well as gave ways in Kenya, Uganda, Tanganyika and Mombasa, and finally returned to Bombay in April 1926. The Imam enjoined upon him to deliver a ways in Burhanpur and Ahmedabad amongst the new converts. He worked hard and made the Gupti Ismailis exposed, who subscribed to their faith openly in Burhanpur with new Islamic names. These Ismailis declared their faith publicly as Muslims and performed a demonstration in a procession in the village. Alibhai Nanji also arranged majlis for 3 days, where he conveyed ways. He also moved for some time in Bhavnagar and publicly exposed the Kutchh caste as the Ismaili Muslims. By virtue of his deep knowledge, he also debated on several occasions with the great renowned persons of other communities, but he always succeeded in the deliberation. In fact, he proved himself creative, bold, courageous, patient, and dedicated. In May 1928, he left Mundra, Kutchh and came to live in Manvadar in Junagadh with his family. His second trip to East Africa started on 18 December 1929. His tour covered Dar es Salaam, Zanzibar, Nairobi, Kampala, Mozambique, and the districts of Tanganyika. He had the knack of appeasing quarrels and dispelled the differences between the members of the Dar es Salaam Council with the other Jamaats. He also visited Tabora, Ujiji, Belgium, Congo, and Lisbon with 4 members of the council and returned to Bombay in September 1931. He was an orator of a high order with impressive and persuasive styles. He gained immense fame in Bombay, where he was invited several times in different Jamaat Khanas. He wielded great influence over the entire community so much that the Jamaat Khanas were always full when he delivered a wais. Once he went to the main Jamaat Khana of Bombay to perform a wais, where it bewildered him to see a heavy rush of the people. When he reached the stairs, the volunteers on duty who did not know him stopped him and said, "You cannot go up because the house is full." The volunteers regretted and saluted him when someone pointed out that he himself was Missionary Alibhai Nanji. Alibhai Nanji came to Manvadar in October 1931, where his second wife died in 1932. His mother also passed away 3 months after his wife's demise on 28 March 1932. His third marriage with Sonbai alias Shireen Bai, the daughter of Ravji Bhai Hashim, was solemnized on 22 February 1933. The Imam deputed Peer Sabjali several times to reconcile the internal problems of the Jamaats in Punjab and in the frontier. Since Peer Sabjali was touring East Africa, the Imam sent Alibhai Nanji to Punjab and to the frontier as his special commissioner. He debuted his visit on 11 July 1937 with his assistant, Missionary Amir Ali Khuda Bakhsh Talib. He conveyed the Imam's message, warded off differences, and restored peace. He sent its report to the Imam, who graciously graced him his best loving blessings through a message to the Recreation Club Institute. Peer Sabjali was so pleased with his noble work that he sent him special words of compliment from Zanzibar. Meanwhile, the health of his third wife Shireen Bai deteriorated due to stomach pains. She was taken to Rajkot for treatment, where she died on 3 January 1946. During the partition of India in August 1947, he was on duty in Karachi, hence decided to settle down in Pakistan. He was appointed in the newly formed Ismaili Association for Pakistan in 1948. He made extensive trips to Sindh and Punjab to perform wais. He also started mission classes in Karachi, Hyderabad, Tando Muhammad Khan, Sukkur, Shikarpur, Larkhana, Sultanabad, and Dadu. His contribution was significant in training new missionaries in Pakistan. The Ismaili Association for Pakistan sent its report to the Imam, to which he responded, 2 June 1955. My dear President and members, I send my best paternal maternal blessings to all my beloved spiritual children who attended the mission assembly for their service, and to all teachers and students assembled on this occasion. I give my best loving blessings to the following missionaries for their devoted services. Missionary Alibhai Nanji Alija Mukhi Gulm Hussain Hashim Missionary Rahimtullah Missionary Jan Mahomed Missionary Mohom Jagan. Alibhai Nanji was also deputed in Goa, Bombay, Calcutta, Colombo, etc. He visited Dhaka on 19 October 1955 on wais duty. He also traveled to Narayanaganj, Barisal, Khulna, Jaisur, and Chittagong. In conclusion, it was an informative tour, which was covered in Paigam on 15 December 1955, pp. 14 to 16. Due to his talent, ability, and invaluable services, he was granted the title of Alija. He possessed not only oratorical skill, but was also an adroit writer, and compiled many useful write-up and books. His famous book is Chiragai Sirtal Mustaqim. 1947, with the help of missionary Hamir Lakha, he also published a biography of Varas Moledina Meghji, 1854 to 1926, of Kutchh, entitled Smurti Jankar, in Karachi in 1961. He also compiled 4 books, which remained unpublished. He is ranked amongst the men of most deep knowledge, quality that was demonstrated through his literary works. He submitted his retirement letter to the Ismaili Association for Pakistan on 16 February 1965, due a decrease in his vision and hearing, and assured his members to continue to concentrate his efforts in the study of Jinans at home. Wazir Ghulam Haider Bandli, 1905 to 1986. The President sent a report on 26 February 1965 to the Imam, including his letter explaining his reasons for retiring. He passed the rest of his life in Hyderabad. The Imam made a gracious visit of Hyderabad on 21 December 1964. While the Mehmani ceremony, he drenched in thoughts. The Imam is now young. Will he recognize me? When his turn came, the Imam said to Mukhi Hassan Ali Varas Karim, "Look Mukhi, that old man is my missionary. He has served my grandfather for many years." The Imam also blessed him and said, "Your material world and your world hereafter have been prospered. I am the Lord of hereafter." Missionary Alibhai Nanji rose to the summit of greatness due to his missionary skills. An eloquent speaker and a trenchant writer, gentle and alert in appearance, thoughtful and cultured, known equally for his devotion, service, courage, sympathy, and insight, he enjoyed the immense love and affection of the Ismaili world. He served 10 years as a teacher in Kutchh and 45 years as a regular missionary. He died in Hyderabad, Sindh on Tuesday, 7 February 1978 at the age of 85 years. Maulana Hazar Imam sent the following message through the President of Ismaili Association for Pakistan on 20th April 1978. My dear President, I have received your letter of 5th March, and I was much grieved to hear about the sad demise of Alwais Alibhai Nanji. I send my most affectionate paternal maternal loving blessings for the service submitted for the soul of the late Alwais Alibhai Nanji, and I pray that his soul may rest in eternal peace. Late Alwais Nanji's devoted services to my association will always be remembered by my Jamaat. I send my most affectionate paternal maternal loving blessings to the family of the late Alwais Alibhai Nanji for their courage and fortitude in their great loss. He was blessed with a large family. However, 7 of his sons expired in infancy. He left behind 5 sons. Abdul Rahim died in 1999, Abdul Hussain, Sadruddin, Hasnali and Muhammad Ali, and 4 daughters. Sakina died in 2000, Roshan, Nurbanu and Ijjat Khanu. Hujur Mukhi Abdul Hussain has served mostly in the literary field and compiled many articles and books. He worked mostly in the history of the Indian Peers, and his book, Peer Padharia Apni Duayal, divided into 2 volumes, was published in Bombay in 1986. He leads a retired life. Muhammad Ali, known as Itndi Muhammad Ali Khoja, was born at Dhari, Kathiawar in 1942, and came with his family in Hyderabad soon after the independence of Pakistan. He got his early education in Noor Muhammad High School. He became MA, LL.B. from Sindh University. His career in the arena of community service began with Cub Pack in Hyderabad as a cub, and ultimately became a scout, and then the in charge of Pani Company for about 5 years. He was also an honorary secretary of the Ismailia Young Boys Seva Company for over 4 years, Honorary Secretary and Vice President of HRH. The Aga Khan Scout Band, Hyderabad for 5 years. He also acted as an honorary teacher of Religious Night School, Hyderabad for 7 years. He served as the host secretary of the Decoration Society, the Graduates Guide, and the Vezine Board of Ismaili Association for Pakistan for 2 years, etc. He was also appointed chairman of the Library and Free Reading Room, Hyderabad. He also served as host secretary and chairman of the HY Sultanabad Education Board, and by virtue of this post, he was made member of the HY Sultanabad Council for 2 years. He also served as chairman of the Regional Education Board for Sindh, and also as an ex officio member of the Ismailia Supreme Council, Hyderabad. He gave his services as Hod General Secretary of the Board of Directors of Platinum Jubilee Cooperative Housing Society Ltd. For 4 years. Itndi Muhammad Ali Khoja was also a member of the Hyderabad Lion Club. He was president of the HY Sultanabad Council in 1972 and again in 1976. He was also appointed president of the Aga Khan Sindh Regional Council, 1976 to 1983. In 1975, he also attended the Paris Conference. Itndi Muhammad Ali Khoja worked in United Bank Limited in Hyderabad. He came to live in Karachi due to his transfer, where he also spared adequate time to the service of the Jamaat. He was appointed president of the Ismaili Council for Karachi and Baluchistan, 1984 to 1990. When his position got transferred from Karachi to Dubai, he served as an economic portfolio member of the Council for GCC and Dubai. In appreciation of his invaluable service, he was honored with the title of Itndi in 1993 in Dubai. In 1996, he returned to Karachi as a senior executive vice president of the United Bank Limited. He soon joined PISIC as a managing director since 1996 till now. He is the chairman of Gulf Commercial Bank, the chairman of Banker Equity Ltd, the director of Philips Electrical Company, etc. Afroz, the wife of Itndi Muhammad Ali Khoja, also served for 5 years in Girls Guide, Shoes and Pani Companies in Hyderabad, Sindh. She was a social worker volunteer in the Aga Khan Health Center for 5 years, and worked for 4 years in the Young Women Association. She was also a teacher in the Religious Center for 7 years, member of the Library and Reading Room for 2 years. She also served in the Marriage Committee for 1 year in Clifton Jamaat Khana, Karachi. Amber Khoja, the daughter of Itndi Muhammad Ali Khoja, is also a social worker and serves as a member in the Tariqa Board since 1996. She is a co-op member for the Human Resources Development Committee in the Kharadar Council, and a teacher in the Clifton Religious Center, also a member of the Aga Khan Youth and Sports Board. During her stay in United States, Amber Khoja served as a teacher in the Religious Education Center for 2 years in Houston, a member of the Pakistan Student Association, Houston, a member of the Muslim Student Association, Houston, and a member of Education Development Syndicate International, Houston. In New York, 1995 to 1997, she was a teacher in the Religious Education Center for 2 years, a member of NYREC Resource Committee, and also worked on the establishment of the Muslim Student Association and Pakistani Student Association at Fordham University. During her stay in Dubai, 1989 to 1995, she was the assistant patrol leader of the United Arab Emirates Girls Guide Troop, school clubs, and worked in the Chuelfat Pottery Club, Chuelfat Environment Club, and was a member of the Aga Khan Student Organization, etc. Afsha, another daughter of Itndi Muhammad Ali Khoja, is also a social worker in the United States. Mohsin, the son of Itndi Muhammad Ali Khoja, also served in Mubarak Shaheen Scouts, 1978 to 84, Mubarak Little Star Flute Band, 1980 to 285, Platinum Orchestra, 1985 to 86, Clifton Scouts Troop, 1986 to 89, Clifton Orchestra, 1987 to 89, etc. He served as an honorary teacher in the Austin Religious Education Center in United States, 1989 to 93, and as vice principal, 1992 to 93, co-founded the Austin Jamaat Boy Scouts of America troop in 1993, and finally initiated and administered the Ummah Network since 1993. He was as well a member of the Committee for Religious Education in UAE, 1994-95, a member of the Committee for Economic Affairs, Council for UAE, 1995-96, and rendered services with the Dubai Ismaili Orchestra, 1994-97. He also led as a musician at the McGill Ismaili Student Association Talent Show in Canada, 1997-99. Presently, he is a member of the Jamaat Khana Development and Imara Local Committee, Council for Southwestern, USA, 1999 to now, and the host secretary of the Project Spark, Southwestern, USA, since 2002. Muajjam, another son of Itmdi Muhammad Ali Khoja, also served as a member of Kapak, Shaheen Scouts, in Hyderabad in 1977 and a member of the Mubarak Housing Society's orchestra. He also joined the Scout troop in Clifton, Karachi. In the United States, he started a brand new Scout group in Austin, Texas, which is still running. He also joined the Austin Orchestra. Soon after his graduation, he moved to Dubai, where he served as a member of the local educational board, where he continued to teach in the religious night school. He also pursued his music passion as a member in Dubai Orchestra. In 1994, he moved to United States for his MBA. In New York, he taught at the Religious Center. In 1997, he moved to Houston and has been rendering services as a member of the Houston Orchestra.